Hello again, everybody. This is emmavoid back once again with another episode of my Super Lesbian Animal RPG Let's Play. It's been a little while since my last episode. I've decided to start doing like 2 episodes a month and allow myself to focus on other stuff like the podcast I'm working on not really working on, it's out. BT dubs, if you want to check out my podcast, it's called Yelp Play. It's really cool. I like it a lot. And other stuff like that, and yeah. But I still want to do this too, so it's all a balancing act, you know? Anywho, last we left off, we'd found this little village full of robots and mutants. Sup, name's Crud. I know what you're thinking. What kind of a cruddy name is Crud? I like it though. Keeps me humble. Nice to meet you, Crud. What you doing down there in the dirt? Just chillin'. Nice. So, how's life up here? You guys seem pretty satisfied with your setup. We can leave anytime we want. Got some buddies who moved to the surface a while back. I guess I just don't really see the point. I mean, this place has everything we need to survive. Which isn't much when you're undead. Right, undead, not mutants. That's what it was. We divide up the chores, and then the rest of the time we do whatever we want. And the rent's free. Dang. Hey Mel, can we move here? Alright, so while we're here, let's check out what they got in the way of items. Regionally appropriate cactus-shaped wand. Would be popular with tourists if Mumford got tourists. Nice. Chestplate made from recycled robot parts. Huh. Interesting. Oh, brace yourself bracelet. Beaded bracelet allows wearer to just barely survive finishing blows with 1 hit point. That could be really useful. In fact, I think I'm gonna buy some of those just to hold on to at least. Oops. No, too many. No! There we go. Ooh. Mana saver. Nice. Grab a couple of those too. Ooh, pocket mirror. Yeah, I want that too. Alright, what else we got? Ooh. Wave Maker. Add a new element to your repertoire with these water-based attacks: Bubble, Drizzle, Multi-Bubble, and Geyser. Chronomancer. Control the flow of time with these support abilities. Teaches slow-mo, speed up, time heal, some wounds, and payback time. Neat. Alright, let's check these out. Bubble, basic water attack, targets 1 enemy, sometimes leaves enemies damp. Neat. Multi-bubble, targets all enemies, cool. Drizzle, rains on enemies. And Geyser, powerful water attack, damages 1 enemy, can sometimes leave them damp. Cool. Alright, did I check these? Binding chains. Summon chains of lights to prevent a regular enemy from acting for 3 turns. Neat. Taunt or apologize. Distract the enemy so they attack Jodie more often instead of her friends. Getting hit builds Jodie's star power. Or apologize to the enemy, undoing the effect of taunt. Alright, here we go. Slow-mo. Drastically reduces the enemy's speed and evasion rate, also makes it slightly easier to dodge their attacks. Speed up, triples 1 ally's agility and allows them to perform normal attacks twice per turn. Heal all allies for 15% of their HP every turn for 4 turns. Arcane attack that turns the tide of battle, deals more damage at lower HP, never misses. Ooh. That sounds pretty good. Did I talk to you before? I don't remember. I'm still not sure I trust you, but our town is in your debt for saving Cliff. Make yourselves at home, I guess. We'll talk strategy in the morning. What's over here? Oh. Aha! Okay, yeah, worth checking. Oh, found a critter? Oh, the poor thing. We'd better find a place for this little guy to stay. Aww. Wait, now I want to see. Where is this? Oh, it's another critter. I forgot we found one of those before. Squash. Stretch has gotten scary good at dueling. Gotta find a way to counter him if I want to end my losing streak. He's figured out how to make his expression go completely blank so I can't read his intent. The man's an enigma. Okay. Ooh, also, another astral plane door. And get back to Greenridge. It's locked? Oh, wait, what? We could open up the other ones. Try again. It's not budging. That's, not a good sign. Well, time to put this out of my mind so that I don't completely freak out. That's a mood. Oh. Senna? Howdy! Welcome to the Mumford Inn. I'm Senna, and I'll be your host here. Hello. How much will 2 rooms run us? Oh, they actually don't take money here, Melody. They don't? Nope. Not much use for it up here, really. The vendors outside only need gold so they can restock for travelers such as yourselves. So, instead of paying in gold, I'd just like you all to share a story from your adventures on the surface. I don't get to head down there often, you see, and you adventurer types always have such interesting tales to tell. Well, how generous of you. So all we gotta do is share a story? Yes, indeed. Although our other guest today will be a tough act to follow. Other guest? Who would that be? Oh, you haven't heard? Why, Mumford's savior happens to be back in town. Whomst? Your savior? I don't believe we've heard this story. Well, simply put, Mumford wouldn't exist without her. Words don't really do her justice, though. You should meet her yourselves. Oh, but I'm sure you have some amazing stories to tell, too. Just make yourselves comfortable in the lounge over to the right when you're ready. Okay, well, I definitely want to... Oh, room's being renovated. Nope. Okay. What if I want to do other stuff first? And single carrot. Nice. Okay. I'll come back for that in a bit then. I am referred to as Doc. Are you in need of healing? Oh, wow. It's nice to meet a fellow healer. Ah, my apologies. It would appear you are still alive in the traditional sense. My magic would be of no use to you. My abilities are more necromantic in nature. Ah. As you can imagine, this is quite the useful set of skills to have in a town populated by the undead. Different people have different needs, I suppose. Precisely. Huh. Do you need something else? How can a robot use magic? To be honest, I didn't realize that robots could use magic. How do you do it? We machines are fueled by the very same mana that all biological life forms on Reverie contain. Thus, we may manipulate said mana to cast spells, just like you. Incredible! I may have to trade notes with you sometime, Doc. I'm curious how biological and mechanical beings differ in our magic techniques. I would enjoy that. How were the undead revived? Doc, can I ask you a question? That depends on the question. You said you practiced necromancy. Were you the one who revived all the undead in this town? This is a possibility, but in truth, I cannot say. My internal logs do not date back that far, and the undead have no memories of their revival. Interesting. I cannot explain our origins. I simply know that I have certain abilities, and that they are of use here. This is enough for me. Huh. Interesting. Hey, Jack.
Ah, I see you 3 have become a party of 4. You know my friends? I'd like to think we're good acquaintances. Maybe I even taught him a thing or 2. But it's all in a day's work for this wandering gunman. Need something else?
Uh, I didn't expect to see any other beast folk this far out. What are you doing out here?
I'm glad you asked, Pally. Like I said, the name's Jack. I'm the hero of the heat, sworn protector of the living who venture out here.
Awesome. What do you do? Got any cool stories?
I remind folks to stay hydrated. It's hotter in Hades out here.
Hey, waters!
Go on, take a sip, ladies. It's mighty refreshing.
Okay. What's with the getup? Not to be rude, but what's with the costume?
It's a good thing you said not to be rude, because otherwise I'd take offense to that, miss. This is the uniform of a desperado with no laws or obligations holding him back.
Like an adventurer.
I'm pretty sure we have lots of laws holding us back, actually. Adventurer, huh? I like the sound of that. But no, you may discover that I am unemployed. Hey, adventurers drop some valuables when they get roughed up by the baddies out here. Someone's gotta pick them up. It's a living, you know.
Isn't it hot wearing such a big cape in this weather?
These are my wings. Besides, never underestimate a good weighted cloak to give you shade and keep you from getting heat stroke.
True. This hat of mine keeps me fresh as a spring breeze even in the blistering summer sun. I'm pretty sure that's because you enchanted it, Claire. What's your point?
That's the money. Don't want to do something foolish like wearing anything metal in heat like this.
I'm right here. Alright, any other advice? Yeah, you seem quite comfortable here.
Well, it's surprising for a town with so few living residents, but they actually stock up on good drink and victuals for your travels here in Mumford. I'd definitely recommend stocking up before you head back out.
Let Allison comment on his word choice. What did you just call food a second ago?
Never heard the word victuals, says Speedy? It's lingo out here on the trail. Doesn't look like it, but it rhymes with a little.
Every day is a school day. Alright, well... Oh. Oh, hey Jody.
Oh, so I guess this goes without saying, but that gizmo you gave me worked like a charm.
See, what'd I tell ya? You two know each other? Yeah, you're real popular around here, huh, Jody?
Ipsy's the one who made that little device that I used to fix Glyph.
You're a real lifesaver, Ipsy. Please, Jody and her friends here played their part too. Building the thing to reset you is only half the work. Yeah, maybe 60% actually. But hey, Jody, have this. I owe you one.
Ooh, machinist spellbook.
So yeah, I'm the mechanical expert around these parts. If you've got tech questions, hit me up. Just don't ask me to jailbreak your phone for you. I get asked that all the time. Need something else? Why are some of the robots friendly? How come some of them are friendly and others aren't? Oh, the feral ones out in the desert are all just mindless drones programmed to attack intruders. They've been here forever. Thankfully, they leave us alone. But I upgraded and reprogrammed some of them myself. Gave them free will and feelings and whatnot. Does that include Glyph here? No, actually. Glyph's been like this for as long as we can remember. She seems to have some sort of advanced self-upgrading system. Guess at some point she achieved sentience. I'm just that talented, I suppose. But the rest of them I made to help out around town. I let them figure out the specifics of their personalities on their own, though. It's not my place to tell anyone who they ought to be. What's with machines outside? The ones built into the canyon walls? Not sure. We've all got our own theories. Personally, my theory is that it's all the remnants of some kind of self-replicating machinery that took over this whole landmass. Like a virus. We don't really have much evidence one way or the other, though. Huh. That was everything, was that? Yeah. Don't touch my drill. Thanks. Alright. Thank you again for rescuing me. Now I can get back to my mayoral duties. Wait, you're the mayor here? Why didn't this come up sooner? Oh, well, I guess I just forgot. It's been an eventful week here in the Wasteland, what with the mysterious visitors and me getting brainwashed and all. But yes, I'm this week's mayor of Mumford. I was so excited when it got to be my turn to be mayor on the chore wheel. That, sounds like an interesting electoral system you've got there. Well, there isn't really much for the mayor to do in a town like Mumford. Things kind of run themselves. But if I'm needed, I'll be sure to give it 110%. Aww. Cute. Hello? Oh, hello. You must be the travelers I've been hearing about. I'm Florence. What you doing over there? Oh, this is Mumford's community garden. It's hard to make actual plants grow here, you see. So, to liven up the scenery a bit, I started making plants out of scrap metal. Wow. So, are all the palm trees and cacti we've seen your work as well? They are. They really enhance the atmosphere, I think. Actually, all the cacti out in the desert are part of a big sensor array Ipsy set up to keep an eye on the feral robots. In exchange for helping her with that, she gives me a lot of scrap metal for my personal projects here. Oh, very cool. Well, we'll let you get back to that. That's pretty cool. I like this little town. Oh, Stretch. Howdy, travelers. Name's Stretch. Well, you saw that little show you put on with that other cowboy earlier, you know. You did? Oh, that's just a little game my best buddy Squash and I like to play to pass the time. A game that involves shooting each other? Yep. Don't worry though, we only fire blanks. It's perfectly safe. Okay. Well, looks like something is supposed to fit here. As much as I love mysterious ruins, we probably have more pressing matters to attend to right now. This can wait. Yeah, I just want to make sure I check everything out before we rest for the night. I don't think we need to go barging into strangers' houses. We're only visitors here. I mean, okay, that is a good point. Hello? Howdy, I'm Fanta. Y'all must be the heroes I've heard so much about. That's us. Are y'all enjoying your stay in our humble little town? Oh yes, it's lovely here. We really appreciate having a cozy place to rest on our mission. Aw, that's wonderful. We don't have much in the way of amenities, but we're proud of what we have here. If y'all have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer. I'm sort of the one-woman welcome wagon around these parts. So, got anything you want to ask? Where are we? This might seem like a silly thing to ask, but where exactly are we? Ah, the Celestial Wasteland. It's a floating landmass hovering way above the ocean a few miles from the Sapphire Islands. Ah, so we didn't travel that far from home after all. We're all from Greenridge. That still leaves a lot of questions, though. How come we've never seen this place floating in the sky before? And why can't we see the ocean below us? No, for whatever reason, the wasteland is hidden with a field of magical energy. That's the green sparkly stuff you see in the sky. Makes us invisible from the outside, and most pilots tend to steer clear to avoid electrical interference. Of course, some folks know we're here now, so we get curious adventurers like yourselves visiting from time to time. I heard this explanation yesterday, and I'm still not sure I completely get it. Try not to think too hard about it. So you're zombies? You don't have to answer this if I'm being too nosy, but you're all undead, right? Yes, ma'am. I had no idea it was possible to bring people back from the dead. Where'd you guys come from? I'm afraid I'm not sure myself. Actually, none of us are. We all just got woken up one day and found ourselves here in the wasteland. Can't recall anything about our first lives. Interesting. It sounds like there are even more mysteries afoot here than we thought. We knew we needed a place to stay, though, so we got together and built Mumford out of available junk. The rest is history. So, got anything? What's the cowboy stuff? So what's with the cowboy thing? Huh? Oh, it's just entertaining. I could drop the accent if you want. It's totally fake. No, by all means, you do you. Thank you kindly. I take it you're all big fans of westerns? No, we hate most of them actually. But we found a big stash of cowboy movies in the ruins for some reason. After a bunch of movie nights stuck watching cowboys, we thought it'd be funny to replicate them. I mean, we got the perfect location for it. And if the shoe fits, well...
So it started out as ironic?
I suppose you could put it like that. Thing is, you can only do something ironically for so long before it becomes genuine. So, here we are. But some of us are more into the roleplay than others.
Yeah, I don't see how Neff's mummy thing fits in thematically.
Neff likes to do her own thing. Actually, we've thought about trying different themes, maybe putting it up for a vote. Not like we got much better to do. Ooh, a sci-fi theme could be fun. You do have a lot of robot friends around here. See, that's what I thought, but the robots said it was too on the nose. So, got anything you want to ask?
Machines.
What exactly is the purpose of all the machinery up here? It's everywhere, and it all seems so advanced. No clue. All this stuff was here before us, and it all seems positively ancient. Could have been here for decades or centuries. Heck, maybe all this stuff is pre-Fortuna. You really think this might all be over 1,000 years old? Well, not all of it, but the robots and that stuff all over the canyon walls? Who knows? We've all got our personal theories on what the machines do, though. My theory is it was a big strip mining operation designed to extract everything of value from this hunk of floating land. Some of my neighbors have more fanciful theories, though. Maybe you can ask them. Alright. I think that's it for now. Anytime, friend. Alright. Anything up here? Service warp pad, port side. Wait. Yes, that port side isn't the name. Oh hey, this is like where we started, isn't it? How long has the path to the teleporter been blocked? Something tells me someone doesn't want us leaving the desert. Not hard to guess who that would be. Greenridge won't be safe until we deal with the Javis guy anyway. We can figure out how to get home after that. Alright, well, good to know, I guess. Alright. Oh. Well, this place sure is cozy. Wait, is that... Mom? Allison? Aww. What are you doing all the way out here? I was heading back to Greenridge after finishing up my last job. Figured I'd check in on things here on my way. I never thought I'd run into you in a place like this. You really are a hotshot adventurer now, huh? Yeah, something like that. Hi, Miss Galetta. Melody! Work's been keeping me away from Greenridge lately, so I think this is the first time we've spoken face-to-face since I heard the big news. You've been keeping my baby girl out of trouble. As best I can, I suppose. Well, I couldn't be happier for the two of you. Wow, am I hearing that right? Are we lucky enough to have Mumford's savior and her daughter here with us today? So wait, you're the savior she was talking about? Something like that. I was just in the right place at the right time. It's all ancient history at this point. Humble as always, Amelia. Anyway, make yourselves at home. We'll begin shortly. Huh. And so I've freed the hostage. We're running down corridors and dodging ice bolts until we round a corner and see the door to the garage. I lock the door behind us before the Duke's goons can catch us, but that only buys us maybe a minute or two. They'll bust it down in no time. And that's when I see our ticket out of there, the boss's prized muscle car. You didn't. Oh, I did. So I duck into the driver's side and start racking my brain to remember how to hotwire a car. You've got a very interesting skill set, Miss Galetta. I try to be a jack of all trades. You never know when a skill is going to come in handy on a mission. Anyway, I just barely managed to get the car started. We take off right as the goons breach the door. And with that, we were home free. So yeah, that was my Monday. Wait, I think we've seen that car. Yeah, was that the car we saw parked out at the docks on our way here? I may have kept it as a little reward for all my troubles. Figured that creep owed me after blowing up my previous ride. Dang, that's a pretty huge upgrade over the minivan. Oh, may it rest in pieces. What an incredible story. Oh, you always say that, Senna. And it's always true. So what about Allison here? I'm sure as the protege of a hero like Amelia, you must have tons of stories of your own to share. Well,
Well, you see, I haven't been at this for very long, so I don't know if, let's see, the Whole Hound, the Core Guardian, or the Trash King. I think the Core Guardian is the most interesting of them all. Oh, Allison, what about the Core Guardian? Oh man, where do I even begin with that one? That whole dungeon was, like, indescribable. The thing we ended up fighting was, like, I'm not exactly sure what it was. Some kind of AI, maybe? It was, like, pointy and floaty, and it hit us with all these different moves. Ah, what a vivid mental image. Sorry, I guess you had to be there. Like I said, I don't know if I have the best stories. Ah, don't be too hard on yourself, Allison. You're still new at this. Hey, I've got one. I can tell the story of how Faith and I started dating, if that kind of thing works. Well, love is an adventure in and of itself. That seems like kind of a personal story to be sharing with a stranger. No offense, Senna. Oh, no way. Me and Senna go way back. You do? When did you even meet? Well, last night. We really hit it off the first time I stayed here. Chody, you goober. Now let's see. Well, for starters, Claire and I are from Brightport. I needed a change of pace from the big city life after high school, so I moved to Greenridge. A couple years later, I'd just gotten out of a relationship that, didn't quite work out. It was an amicable breakup, but any breakup's gonna be a bummer. I just tried to focus on my work as an apprentice blacksmith to get my mind off of things. And then one day, this girl came in looking to commission some custom armor and the lights. Was the girl Faith? I'm getting to that part. But yes, it was Faith. She had her heart set on becoming the next guardian of Greenridge, and she knew she'd need top-of-the-line gear for a job like that. I already kind of knew her, since she'd been friends with Melody and Allison since they were kids. But she's always busy, so we hadn't had many chances to talk. We hashed out the details on what she wanted, and I could tell right away that she really had an eye for craftsmanship. She was passionate about the work. I could also tell she kinda had an eye for me. Oh, how scandalous. I guess at that point I wanted to impress her, so I really poured my heart and soul into her gear. I made it my finest work. As I was working on it, she'd drop by every day. She always said she was just there to check on my progress, but I knew she was too busy for that to be true. We'd chat while I worked. It already felt like we'd known each other forever. And then, after I finally finished her gear, Faith knew she didn't have a good excuse to drop by anymore, so she just asked me out. And I guess the rest is history. Oh, that was a wonderful story, Jody. To be young and in love. I've just been thinking about Faith a lot these past couple nights, I guess. I hope everything's okay back in Greenridge. We're here to make sure it's okay. Aww. Well, it's getting late. We should probably turn in for the night. It's always nice when I get a chance to catch up with your friends, Allison. So, how long are you going to be in town? Oh, I was just stopping by to check in on some things here before heading back to Greenridge for some R&R. Things are usually pretty quiet up here, but I feel like I've got a responsibility to look out for them, given our shared history. Yeah, about that. What's up with the whole savior thing? Seems like you're really popular around here. Oh, trust me, it's a long story. It's not as exciting as Senna makes it out to be. I'll fill you in some other time, when you're less busy. Anything else? No? Okay. There we go. Later that evening. Aww. Hey, what are you looking at on your phone? Did our reception come back? Uh-huh. Oh no, I'm just checking out of habit. You okay, dear? You seem tense. Don't worry about it. You've got enough on your plate right now without worrying about my crap. Worrying about your crap is kind of my job. I don't know. I'm just thinking about my mom, I guess. Aren't you happy to see her? You love your mom. She's your hero, isn't she? I know. It's just a lot to live up to sometimes. She's literally these people's savior. Meanwhile, I'm still struggling to pay my rent and cast basic spells. Plus, I wanted to see her again on different terms. I want her to be proud of me. Your mom's always been proud of you, Allison. She could be prouder. My life's kind of a mess right now. I don't want this to be the mental image she has of my adventuring career for the rest of her life. You know, sometimes I think about changing my last name, just so fewer people compare me to her. Part of me wants to make a name for myself instead of having to live up to that, you know? That's understandable, I suppose. It's just a thought, though. I don't know, I'm just rambling. You're always rambling, Allison. That's part of your charm. You know, as far as names go, Allison Amaranth doesn't sound too bad. The alliteration makes you sound like a superhero. Exactly. Hey, you ever wonder? Maybe we should get some sleep before we launch into a 30-minute discussion of what we'd be like as superheroes. Yeah, good call. Who knows what we'll be up against tomorrow. Thanks for being here for me, though. I don't mean to make you worry. Like I said, it's my job. Well, good night, babe. Love you. Love you too. Aww. They're so cute. Alright. Boy, y'all sure took your time with breakfast. You ready yet? Yep, we're all refreshed and ready to go. Now, you said you had some leads. Cool. So, there's this big facility over in the northwest corner of the wasteland. I used to sneak in there to throw secret parties with my buddies. Have you seen the big cube? Is it near the big cube? It is, in fact, near the big cube. It's real easy to get there now that all the paths in and out of town are open again. It's just a hunch, but there's been a lot of suspicious activity around there recently. I'll go on ahead and scout out the area. You guys should definitely stock up on supplies first in case there's trouble. Meet me up there when you're ready. I feel like asking Allison's mom for help might be a bad idea. Given, you know, she's already kind of struggling. So, you know. Alright, northwest corner of the desert. Got it. Let's go, team. Northwest corner, huh? Alright. Real quick. I don't know who I might equip it to, but... Let's see. One adventure's scrap metals, another's treasure. Teaches scrap cannon, scrap armor, and scrap armor value pack. Huh. Use scrap metal to build makeshift armor for a party member, reducing all damage taken by 50 points for 4 turns. Use scrap metal to build a cannon, dealing a flat 300 damage. Or use scrap metal to build makeshift armor for the entire party. Huh. Interesting. Oh, there she is. Ah, there you are. Yeah, the place I was talking about is just past the spike pit. And you're positive this is where Javis has been hiding? Positive. This place has Javis written all over it. I'll meet you up ahead. I think I know how to get you in. Alright, well. You on the list? Might be. Name's Neff. Your boss tried to recruit me the other day. Wait, what? Let's see here. Yep, there you are. Welcome, Miss Neff. Glad to see you're joining us after all. And hey, am I allowed to bring guests? My friends here want to join your cause too. Wait, we don't... Just roll with it. You know, they kind of look like those animal folks Lord Javis told us to keep an eye out for. Yeah, we get that all the time. Well, if they're with the mummy, I guess it's okay. You can head on inside. That's a pretty good trick. Also, anything back here? No? Okay. And, she wasn't lying. It really does have his name all over it. Neon Labyrinth. Ooh. So this is that Javis guy I've heard so much about. Or well, a hologram of him.
There's a message. Here, let me read it. Attention everyone, we hope you're becoming acclimated to your new surroundings. We'll be holding a strategy meeting at noon. Attendance is mandatory and ID badge is required for admittance. Refreshments may or may not be served.
I wasn't even trying to do a Javis impression. Dang, you do a good Javis impression.
It hurts my throat if I talk like that too much. That meeting sounds like the perfect opportunity to find out what Javis is up to.
You said you need an ID badge to get in. There should be one somewhere in here, right?
Alright.
Dang, this place is different from how I remembered it. Music's pretty good though. I'll keep an eye on the entrance for the time being, but I'm gonna scout things out up ahead soon. You just go do your adventurous stuff. We'll talk later.
Can do. Alright. So, let's explore around a little bit, shall we? Treasure chest? Hey! Oh, I should have seen that coming. Color wheel. Alright, cool. Swapped Allison's palette. What? What? Oh, that's so weird, but kind of awesome. I actually kind of love it. Yeah, I don't know if it counts as, like, corruption or something, but just in case. Goth Claire! Aw, looks like it's just temporary. Yeah. Still though, I want to check out the bestiary for that critter. Ability to swap the color palettes of both objects and living things seem to act as decorators for Javis' colorful bases, but it's possible they also use this ability in combat as some sort of mind game. Their wheels can even be used for slicing buzzsaw attacks. Weak to water damage. Don't get too distracted by the shenanigans. But it's so cool! Okay, alright, fair. Hey, and a key! Nice. Over here, dummy! Yeah, now that I think about it though, since Jody does have the taunt, it might be better to put sneak attack stuff, or not sneak attack. Counterattack. There we go. Might be better to put the counterattack stuff on her. Sand switch is currently disabled. Find the master control terminal to activate them. Ah, dang it. Whoa. Batbot and Chromatic Colossus? Cool, cool. Oh dear. It's that's a little concerning, right? What? Help Melody and friends find the treasure. Maze activity. Oh my goodness. This is hecking adorable. Ooh, hot fudge sundae. Nice. Okay, just checking. You can't walk over the lines. You never know. Okay, so I think if Jody takes a hit, counters it, she doesn't actually get star power from it.
shoot. I thought I had things figured out. Oh, helper jelly. That's a first. I'll trust it. Yeah, I figured. Oh, shoot, I missed that. What was it? Barrier. Force shield around one friend, reducing damage they take for 5 turns. Nice! That's pretty good. You did it! Great job! Sand switches activated. Remain on solid ground while adjusting sand altitude. When traveling in groups, ensure that all presents are within 1 yard of sand switch before activation. Nice! This should let us go deeper into the dungeon. I like how they're just completely nonplussed by how weird this area looks. But you know, just it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Anywho, I think that's enough for today's episode. Be sure to come back next time, everybody, and I'll see you then. Bye!